Hey, Tech Savvy Agent fans, it is Steve Passanelli, and I am excited to be here today with my main man, Jimmy Mackin. Jimmy, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, Steve. Thanks for having me on again.
A little nervous. This is a big day. It's one day before the launch of your brand new project called Curaytor. How are you feeling
Yeah,
right now?
you know, I think anybody in this position who's ever been in this position can relate to sort of this sort of feeling you have, which is you're incredibly excited and you're also mildly, if not even a little more panicked. That everything's going to
Petrified?
go sort of the right way. But yeah, no, we put a lot of work into this, and we're obviously really excited about the opportunity to launch a Connect.
Awesome. Well, let me give a little backdrop here for
Yep.
those of the people watching that don't know what you're doing, and this is an exciting project. It's one that I'm excited about, I'll fill you guys in. Basically, what Jimmy's attempting, and what Jimmy and Chris, let me mention, he's going together with Chris Smith. And you have a programmer too, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
we have our engineer. It's myself, Chris, as everyone here knows, Chris, and Andrew.
And Andrew, yeah.
So Chris and I like to take all the credit, but there is someone else actually doing the work.
Well, yeah, that happens. So there's a problem with Facebook. There's so many great conversations going on Facebook every single day, and so many golden nuggets of knowledge, especially in all the real estate forums, that you run and that Michael McClure run. There's so much great information there. But if you're not on that information, if you're not on the page that day, you can miss out on some excellent content, some training content. So what you're trying to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jimmy, is you're trying to create a search engine to allow people to uncover all of that great content so they can learn more about real estate, more about technology, and also even other verticals you're even thinking about too, right?
Yeah. That's a great summary of what we're doing, or what we're really attempting to do here, which is we are building, and Curaytor is a conversation search engine.
Okay.
And what we're doing from a technical perspective is we're taking the tens of thousands of conversations that are happening within these Facebook groups, and we're now pulling them down our site, we're organizing them, and then the team here is going through these conversations and tagging them, categorizing them, and that way when you come to our site, you have sort of two basic options, which is, first, if you're looking for something very specific, you can search for it. And chances are, if it's something like a lead generation tool or CRM, you're probably going to find dozens, if not hundreds, of conversations about that particular topic. But we also took into consideration, Steve, the fact that you may not know what you're looking for. So by that sort of human element of us actually going in there and curating it, we're showing you and highlighting what are the really popular, really important topics you make sure that you don't miss.
Right.
And that's sort of the site and what we're trying to achieve.
And that's so awesome because if someone goes on Google and they run a search, as you said, and you were talking about CRMs, they run a search for the best CRMs out there. Google's going to bring up all these blogs, not necessarily conversations from their peers talking about CRMs, their experiences with CRMs, and so you developed a system to allow them to tap into those conversations that may have happened 3 months ago and then join back in, right?
Exactly. And what's really exciting to me about this whole process, and what was ultimately the inspiration behind Curaytor, is that there is and there has been this shift in the way the real estate community connects online. Right? We've gone from being sort of passive bystanders where we read blog articles, maybe we comment once in a while, and that was sort of the way things were. Now that with these existing social forums on Facebook, everybody wants to be an active participant, and you have that ability to do just that. Mm-hmm. And what's really fascinating about it, Steve, is that you learn about products, but then you also hear and able to ask questions with people who actually use the products and their real experiences.
Yeah.
And to be able to do that we think is huge, but we think it's a fundamentally very different than using Google to research. Now you're able to go right to the users, right to their conversations and their experiences, and that to us is a tremendous value to our industry.
That's fantastic. So how much does it cost?
So it's free. It's funny. Chris and I were talking about this, and we know that a lot of people have asked us the same question. How do you plan on making money? And to be honest, we have absolutely no idea. We have no idea, and it's funny to be able to openly admit that, because our goal, our vision was to say, you know what, if you build a great experience, if you provide a tremendous amount of value, there's an opportunity to make money some way. But we're doing something that's so new. It's never been done before. And, we're not going to go in here thinking that we know all the answers. And more importantly, I think it's worth mentioning, we're not going to sacrifice our users' experience just to make a quick buck. And that's really important to us.
Well, that's awesome. So let me close out with one more question. This is a big one because today Mark Zuckerberg dropped a bomb and said that he's releasing his brand new graph search. And how is that going to affect what you guys are doing tomorrow?
Well, I think it's there's two ways of looking at it. Certainly, I think on the surface, if you think that Facebook launches search and we're doing search, that we're competitors, but that's not the way that we're looking at it. We think that this is actually going to spark the conversation on how important searching information on social media really is. Facebook has built a product that allows you to search for things happening within your social networks, right? And it's for the average everyday consumer, right? Average everyday user, if you will, of Facebook. We built Curaytor for realtors, right? The real estate community. With that in our mind, that was our focus. That's the only reason the site exists, is to service our industry. So we've been able to really focus on developing features and functionality that only real estate agents and only anyone in the industry would actually need. So we don't think we're competing products. We actually are really excited about more people realizing the power behind social search, and we're taking this whole thing for a ride, Steve, and seeing where it takes us.
Well, I think it's going to be an exciting ride, and I'm hopping in with you. I'm rooting for you guys. Obviously, you and Chris are both my good buddies, so I wish nothing but the best for you. And any final words before we close out the interview?
Well, this video is going live tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, everyone who's watched this video, go to Curaytor.com. It's going to be live tomorrow for you guys to jump on and give it a try.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Jimmy.
Absolutely, Steve. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. See you.
Take care.